Peace and love, fam. Just something I think can help people that are very much interested in getting married and pursuing a track of long-term relationship with another person, uniting themselves in the matrimonial form, which is such a beautiful thing. It's such a beautiful thing. It really is. It's very hard to make that leap of faith and then let alone try to live into it and do things right. But when your heart is involved, it's always a beautiful process when your heart's involved, at least, because you can always know that your heart was involved. So whatever happens, you at least gave it your all. But the one thing I wanted to mention about marriage that I never heard myself personally, but I think can really help somebody, is to consider that the difference between highest expression of love and the highest expression of relationship. Because I believe a lot of people really get married because they really want to express that they are at their most peak of unconditional love for said person, meaning that in their mind, in their heart, in their body, in their soul, maybe even in their spirit, they feel that they are willing to unite with this person for the rest of their lives. And uniting with a person is definitely a very serious thing. It's a relationship. I just want to make sure that everyone's considering the highest expression of unconditional love and also the highest expression of relationship. Because I believe maybe somebody might be intertwining the two in a very interesting way, and they are expressing their love in the action of maturing their relationship to that extent. When I believe that it should be more on the lines of knowing that you can provide unconditional love to that person for the rest of your life, that you decide to take that step, and not that you believe your relationship needs to take the next step. Because when you make this leap off of a relationship and not off of the actual known capability of unconditional love, meaning like you actually 100% are sure that you can unconditionally love said person, at least when you unconditionally and you know it, it's a knowing, it's not a thought, it's not something you have to try to value, it's something that you already have felt in your heart and your mind and you're solidified about, then you're already starting off with gas in the tank. And that gas in the tank is not something that will dissipate because it was already solidified. It was already put through whatever needed to be put through before it got into the vehicle to move, versus just moving the car with gas, meaning that you just have this vehicle, which is this relationship, and you know you want to move it forward, and you feel that there's enough gas in the tank at this moment, or this time in which you've been together, or you've been dealing with each other for so long, you know you can stand each other. Being able to stand a person is not unconditional love. Unconditional love is unconditional love. Being able to stand a person is being able to resist the urge of leaving because of their actions. It's not exactly the same thing. So marry for unconditional love, meaning you know in your heart, in your mind, in your soul, if you were strapped onto that test, the polygraph test, and you were asked for the rest of your life, can you love that person unconditionally, no matter what happens to them, what evolves, what goes away, what comes? Can you unconditionally love that person? If you can be strapped to a polygraph test and the answer is yes, and you know it, you'll take a polygraph test blindly at any point in time for that person. Get married. Make it do what it do. But consider your life. You only got that, and you're the one in control of it. So be sure that unconditional love is the reason and not upgrading the relationship. I hope that makes sense, because upgrading a relationship is simply the same thing as going from dating to being exclusive. Taking that next step is normally, getting married and possibly having children is the next step after that, and creating, generations. It's a beautiful thing when done right. I'm not God, so I don't know exactly how this is supposed to completely work out, but I do understand that there is a difference between unconditional love and wanting to promote a relationship. move a relationship forward, and move it upwards, and move it into a different dimension. You can do that with unconditional love and without a ring. You can legitimately do that with with that person. It's possible. It's not impossible. It's not impossible at all. Peace and love, family.